Hello, I'm PotterDA42 and today I wanted to do a quick collection video. And in this video I'm going to go over the games that I have for systems which were made by Nintendo. So there's not one particular system because I only have games for two of those systems, which is the Nintendo GameCube and the Game Boy Advance. So let me get into this by starting with my Nintendo GameCube games. First of all, as you've seen in previous videos, I'm a huge fan of the Ninja Turtles, and of course I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the Nintendo GameCube. Bloody Roar Primal Fury, which is actually a really awesome fighting game, possibly one of my favorite of the Bloody Roar series, and I've always been a huge fan of it. Possibly one of my favorite games in the fighting game genre anyway. Well, it is my favorite fighting game of all time, Super Smash Bros. Melee. Absolutely amazing. I like this one out of the Smash Bros. Series. This one was by far my favorite. Custom Robo, probably my favorite robot game of all robot games. Definitely a lot of fun. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. And Blockbuster failed on this video because, as you can see, it is truly a Nintendo GameCube game. Whenever you open it up, they have a GameCube game in a PlayStation 2 case. So bad move, Blockbuster. Bad move. And then the final game from my Nintendo GameCube collection, which is actually a lot of fun but very challenging, Odama. It's a pinball samurai strategy game where you have to give verbal commands to your samurai as you use the triggers on the GameCube controller to control the pinball itself, and you use the controller to control the pinball. And then you use this to give verbal commands to your samurai and command them and tell them things like press forward and move back, or left, right, march right, that kind of thing. And of course, I do have the complete thing for it, so there's the box. At any rate, allow me to continue into that is all of my GameCube collection. Now let me show you my Game Boy Advance collection. Starting off with, I have a very fun beat-em-up game, which is Jackie Chan Adventures. It's actually a lot of fun, and I've always been a huge fan of Jackie Chan, and so once I saw this for a cheap price, I had to get it. And it's actually not a letdown. Staying true to the genres that as I go through this, I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one for Game Boy, and I have that complete. It's the only complete Game Boy game that I own at this point. And then I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus. Personally, I like the first one better than the second one. And then, as a platformer, I have Lady Sia. It's actually fairly fun. I'm stuck on a certain point, though. The only shooting game that I have for Game Boy Advance is Eridian 3D. It's actually pretty fun, very challenging. And then, as RPG goes, I have Revere of the Promised Land, which is one of my favorite RPGs, very close ranking with Final Fantasy VII as far as the storyline and things go. But it really is an awesome game. Highly recommend it for everyone. If you haven't tried it, definitely pick it up if you can. It's got an amazing storyline, and the gameplay is intriguing. I have Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Personally, I think I like the first one a little bit better, but the second one, which this is a sequel to, this is the second one of the two. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's a third or not. If there is, I haven't played it yet. But so far, I think I like the first one better than this one. But this is still yet an amazing game. Definitely check it out if you get the chance. And then the last two games that I have are Yu Yu Hakusho Tournament Tactics, and I just dropped that on my laptop. At any point, Yu Yu Hakusho Tournament Tactics is actually a very, very fun video game, and it's kind of an RPG. It's turn-based, but it's also like kind of played almost like an RTS or something like that, and kind of the same game playing style. To give you an idea, if you've ever played Final Fantasy Tactics, this is Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, which is actually very fun. I really enjoyed it. And just to show you one last shot of the skin that BYX-89 put on my Game Boy for me, because I'm too shaky to do it myself, and I was afraid to mess up the skin. But as I say, I'm a huge fan of the Ninja Turtles and bought this skin on eBay, and it was definitely well worth $8 I paid for it. And I love the Ninja Turtles, so hope you all enjoyed this video. And at any rate, I hope to talk to you at a later date. And goodbye.